A red herring is a piece of information, a clue, or a line of argument intended to distract or mislead. The phrase originates from the historical practice of dragging strong-smelling smoked herrings across a trail to distract hunting dogs and divert them from their intended prey. Have you been the victim of a red herring attack with your time with Jesus? Here's what a typical red herring may look like. You begin to worship or pray. Shortly into your time, you have a distracting thought come to your mind. I don't know if I'll have money for that bill I opened last night. Somebody really hurt me, and I'm not sure how to deal with it. Why do I keep struggling with this area of my life? Oh, I'd really love to go on a fun trip with my family. As a pastor, the most common responses I hear to this type of distraction are frustration and discouragement. I would get closer to Jesus, but when I try to spend time with him, the enemy attacks me with distraction. Seems like the devil is so good at using the red herring attack to keep us from Jesus. But what if we have it all wrong? What if those personal thoughts aren't really the distraction at all? What if they are actually the sign we are getting close to Jesus? Think about your other relationships. What do you talk about when you get comfortable, feel safe, and open up? I don't know about you, but I find I start talking about the things I like. I don't know if I'll have money for that bill I opened last night. Somebody really hurt me, and I'm not sure how to deal with it. Why do I keep struggling with this area of my life? Oh, I'd really love to go on a fun trip with my family. Notice anything? The things we talk to our intimate friends about sound a lot like the distractions we try to shut out when drawing close to Jesus. Could it be that our personal thoughts and feelings aren't the red herrings pulling us away from intimacy with Jesus? What if they are actually the signs our inner self is feeling safe to open up to Him? If this is true, there's a crazy twist in the plot. The battle against the enemy attacking us with these distracting thoughts is actually the red herring. When we view our personal thoughts as distractions, what happens to the rest of our time with Jesus? For many, their attention is turned to fighting against them until they run out of time and have to move on with their day. The battle to be focused and shut out their personal thoughts pulled them away from talking to Jesus. They leave their worship and prayer time discouraged about how bad they are at it. Here's my challenge. Instead of fighting your personal thoughts, try accepting them as a sign your inner self is getting closer to Jesus. Don't block them out and push them away. Escort them all the way to the throne alongside you. Introduce them to Jesus and let Him get to know the whole you. Hi, Jesus. I'm here trying to worship or pray about some really spiritual stuff I know you would like to hear. But I'm a human, and there's lots going on in me today. So I've brought a few guests with me. On the right is my anxiety about my bill. He's been following me all week. He's pretty annoying, but he's part of me too. Oh, and on my left are my feelings. I'm sure you saw them limping as we came in. They're really hurt today and don't seem to be getting any better. Oh, yes, there's one more guest. I have my mountain cabin dream tagging along. We've been wanting to get away and sit in the quiet of your creation all year. We're pretty much a hot mess. Is it okay if we all come in and talk for a while? That prayer may sound crazy to you, but it will probably look a little more sane to God than watching you fight with those thoughts, trying to keep them all quiet while you talk with Him. God wants a relationship with you, and those distracting thoughts are the ones you only say out loud to the people closest to you. Let Him be one of those people. Bring your whole self into his throne room. Trust him enough to share the thoughts going through your mind when you get there. Be the authentic you. This is how you worship and pray in spirit and truth. Here are a few verses to help you with this new approach to worship and prayer. Psalms 139, 2 through 4. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path and my lying down and are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. Psalm 139, 23 through 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any grievous way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Psalm 44, 21. Would not God discover this? For he knows the secrets of the heart. What is God stirring in you through today's devotional? Share below.